Hey YouTube, I'm Devin. Welcome to Brush Bros. This week we're going to be doing something a little bit different than normal. We're doing a how-to, but this one's different because it's antlered. Alright, the client shot this last year. He broke the tine off when it fell, so I'm going to show you guys in a later video how I fixed that. But right now, I'm just going to show you guys how to do a European mount. The things you're going to need to do this is obviously the head, a propane burner, a huge pot that's big enough to get the whole head in, a method to light the propane, some Dawn dish soap which acts like a degreaser, a knife and a knife sharpener, and a pressure washer. Alrighty, so we're going to start with filling the pot with water until it's nice and full. We're going to open up this propane, turn on the grill, and we're going to light it. Now we want this thing roaring as high as we can get it right now because that's cold tap water. We're going to put our pot of water on the burner. Alright, so we're going to have to thaw out this head because I just pulled it out of my freezer about an hour ago. So we're just going to take it and we're going to stick it right down in here until it's all the way submerged. Alright, so I'll be back in about a half an hour and we're going to take off this fur. So a lot of people hook a pressure washer up wrong. They don't bleed the hoses before they hook it up and then they have a bunch of air in the system and then it takes forever to pressurize. So, the right way to do it, turn on the hose we're going to be using to let it get all the air bubbles out before we hook it to the pressure washer. Once all the air's out, go ahead and turn it off. Now, we can go ahead and screw on the hose. The next hose we're going to be putting on is the one that actually has all the pressure. Now we're going to come back in, turn the hose on again. Now you come back and you pull the trigger and let it work all the air bubbles out. Alright, once you feel that the air bubbles are sufficiently out of the system, we're going to go and we're going to plug the pressure washer in now, and then it's ready for use. So it's thawed out now, and it's ready for the next step. Alrighty guys, for this next step, you're going to want a nice solid flat surface to be working on. You're going to pull out your knife and your knife sharpener. You're going to want to make sure that your knife is nice and sharp. We're going to start right up here. And we're going to cut a line all the way down to the bottom here. Okay, so now that we got that opened all the way up there, you're just going to start working your way around this head, cutting off all of that fur. Okay, so when you're cutting off the fur, you want to do your best to stay away from the bones because the bone is what you're going to be looking at in a European mount and you don't want a bunch of big gouges left in it. Alright, so we're getting over near the ears. All you're going to do with those is just cut right down into the cartilage there. You're just going to cut the ears right off, right with all the fur. Alrighty, so we're down here at the lips. We're just going to cut those right off right there. And there's no right way to really do this. You're just getting all the fur and meat off as much as you can. That's the eye right there. All you do is cut right into that like that. And just keep on working down around past that eye, just like that. Now back down here at the lips, you're just gonna cut into that top one right there and you'll just wrap right around its nose. Alright, so when you're taking this fur off right around here, all you have to do is put your knife at a 90-degree angle, cut right in until you hit the antler bone. Go ahead and just cut it off just like that. You'll just do that all the way around the antler until you get all the hair off. The more meat you can get out of this and more cartilage and stuff, the easier your job's going to be later on down the road. Okay, so we're putting the head back in here. We have all of the hair and all the meat off. We're sticking it back in here. We're going to let it get to a rolling boil for about 30 minutes. And we're also going to put in some of this Dawn dish soap for a degreaser, and it helps deteriorate all the stuff that's on that skull. I'll see you guys in about 30 more minutes once the sucker gets to a rolling boil, and then we're going to pressure wash it. Go ahead and hang on to your knife for this part. There might be some things that are still big that you need to come in here and cut off and free up just a little teeny bit. That way they come out easier. Alrighty guys, so the main part's just the prepping and the boiling. I didn't quite get all of this stuff off right now. All I'll do is go put it in the pot for another 20 or so minutes, let it get all boiled up a little bit more, and then I'll come back and I'll pressure wash the rest of it off. Alrighty guys, so it's time to whiten this skull now. I just transferred over this water from the other just because it's hot. Now what we're going to be adding here is some 40 volume hydrogen peroxide. You can buy it online. This container was about $7. Just going to dump it in here. Alrighty, so we're moving on to our next step. What I have here is just a piece of walnut. Right now I'm just going to sand it so it looks a little bit better here on top. And this is what we're going to mount our deer to. Okay, so I finished with the electric sanding. Now we're going to take some 220 grit sandpaper. We're going to go in circles on this by hand now, just to do the finishing touches, make it look better. Okay, so our next step is staining this. I chose a cherry stain just because I love the color of it. And you're just going to wipe over the top of this. Okay, so this is something I like doing as a personal preference. Other people, they might not like it. They might want it super smooth, shiny, real pretty looking. All the sanding was for was to get the color out, make it look nice and smooth so you can see stuff. It was not to make it perfect. In fact, what I'm doing now is going to start making it imperfect. Just start hitting stuff all over it. It makes it look kind of old and rustic and kind of, you know, banged up. Kind of add in some other weird stuff in there. Gonna want to bang it up pretty good. Not that good, but I'll fix that in just a minute. Okay, so as you guys saw, I banged it up pretty good. I think it looks awesome. Now we're just going to take some more of this, go right over the top, make sure it gets down in all of these holes. So this is what we're going to be mounting the head on right here. We're going to take it, we're going to chop it at a 45-degree angle right off on the end. Okay, so we're going to stress this one out the same way we stressed out the other piece. Alrighty, so all I did was drill a couple holes right through here in the back and screw that on just like that for the head to sit on. Alrighty, so we're going to take a little bit of wire and run it right through these holes right here. You're going to want to give yourself plenty of room to work with right there. Okay, so we've run all three of our wires right through the back of this skull right here. Right through all these holes that were already here. They're just natural holes from all sorts of tubing and stuff from the animal. We're going to take this little piece of wood that we're mounting it onto, and we're just going to drill 3 holes right for those wires. Now we're just going to attach this right here back to where we had it before on this block. Come back underneath here with these cutters. We're going to snip off parts of this twist that's binding the wires together. Just like that. We're going to take these and we're going to bend them backwards. What do you think of it?
Oh, dude, that thing looks sweet. You're like a professional.
Hey, I'm a professional.
Man, that's good looking.
My baby. Gonna be sweet.
Yeah, man.
Now, she's good. Then just whenever you bring me back that tine, I'll go ahead and fix her up.
And fix her up. Perfect, man. Yeah. I'll grab it, bring it back.
Alrighty guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and smash the like button. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers, so go ahead and share this on whatever social media you guys use to help me out. Thanks for watching. I'm Devin. This is Brush Bros. Have a good day.